Good morning, everyone. Richard here at Calvin Wazoo with a short video for you, inspired by Robert Fithen's video when he did the review of this new audiophile quality reissue of the Cars debut album. So his description, and you should check out his video, his description was really excellent, and it inspired me to order this record from the Rhino site. I believe it's still available there, even though it is a limited edition, 5,000 copies, I believe. And yeah, he was really talking it up in terms of the sound quality and also the price. It's a very, very nice price for an audiophile record. And, you know, it was good timing because, you know, I have an early pressing of the original, my early press. It's a 1978 pressing, but it's a record club pressing. Pittman is the best. It's really, sometimes it's difficult to figure out what's in Discogs. But I always felt like, yeah, it just didn't always sound all that good. So I ordered this. And so my first impression, what I did when I put it on was, wow, what great sound separation. What great isolation of instruments. Just silent wax. I mean, between songs, just no surface noise. Just overall, the sound quality was really quite good. And then, so I listened to side one of this, and they also did a nice job, I think, you know, with the labels on this. I mean, I'll get to more of that in a minute, but so after listening to side one of this audiophile pressing, then I went and I listened to side one of this original. And besides the condition of my original, it's only VG, so there are, you know, some other issues, you know, with it. But one of the things I noticed right away was it seemed like the bass had disappeared. Whereas with the new Rhino reissue, the bass was very full, but not overpowering, mixing well with the clarity of the other instruments, you know, with the spaciousness there. So when I'm listening to this earlier pressing, that was the first thing I noticed. Where's the bass? And I didn't change the settings on my stereo. And granted, I mean, I've got a pretty decent cartridge on my turntable. It's a Nagaoka MP110, I think that's what it's called. But it's old. I mean, I've had it for, you know, roughly a year, and I have one on order to replace the stylus. But even, you know, with that, it was just the new one was sounding really good. And then this one, there was a almost tinny, I was reacting, it was like a tinny sound, that the treble was more forward. And like I said, the bass was kind of gone. The other thing I noticed with the earlier pressing too is sibilance. A little bit with the S's, but the T's were coming out really, just, you know, really, really strong. And the other thing I noticed was the snare drum. It didn't sound real, you know, it just didn't sound right. There was maybe a little bit of distortion going on. This was particularly true with the song, probably with the song "I'm in Touch with Your World." It might have been noticeable as well. The snare drums I'm talking about, with Just What I Needed. But yeah, so then I went back and played side one again on the new one, and I left the settings the same, but I turned it up a little bit louder, keying my ear to the things that I noticed on the earlier pressing, and for sure, no sibilance. There was, you could tell that harshness of the T pronunciation was there, but it wasn't the best word I can come up with. It was clipped, but it's not like it was controlled. It was brought under control, and the sibilance on the S's was gone, and the snare drum sounded like a snare drum instead of it kind of, on the earlier pressing, it kind of had the sound that, when he's hitting that beat on the snare drum, it wasn't just a snare drum. It was almost like there was marbles or pebbles or something that was like on top of the snare drum. So, when he hit it, they would vibrate also. And so that's what I'm kind of describing. There was this like extra snare vibration going on in that earlier pressing, that this one, it's a true snare drum sound. So yeah, this is a really, really impressive, and I don't have like super high end gear, so it has that OBI strip, and like I say, it's numbered, and really super nice quality cardboard. It's heavy duty, and then you've got the inserts with some information, including an interview. The interview is with who is it with? Exclusive. Okay, a Q&A with the guitarist Elliot Easton. So very much replicating beautifully the original cover. Just really high quality, and it was shipped well. It did come, when I think about it now, there's no dings. There's a little bit of a ding right here on the cover that happened probably during shipping, but yeah, just super nice recording. So I'm looking forward to perhaps some new ones that they will be coming out. I listened to Candio after this. I have a later repressing of Candio, and I'm like, they don't need to do a reissue of that one, because that one sounds really, really good as it is. And I think it is a Rhino reissue. I can't remember now. Let me pull it out quickly and see if, yeah, it's a Rhino reissue that I have for Candio that came out in 2017. And it sounds fantastic. But the extra effort that they're going to with this audiophile level series that they may be doing, it's worth getting. It's worth picking this up. If you can still get it from the Rhino site, you're going to get this with shipping for, I probably should have called this up ahead of time so that to let you know that it's a really good price. So yeah, let me quickly check that here. Well, yes, here it is, my Rhino order. So oh, that's just the confirmation that my order is shipping. Here it is. So yeah, okay, $40 for the record, $8 more for shipping, so a little more than $50. You can get this good price for the quality. It really is. The only negative I'm going to have on it and it's such a slight negative, but my copy was a little bit bold. I could tell when I put my record weight on it, you know, it pressed the album down just a little bit more firmly to the turntable, but beyond that, just flat and, like I say, noiseless. Just wonderful. So there, a short little video that turned out to be, you know, Jesus, more than 10 minutes. I can keep on talking, you know, but I do recommend that you check out Robert Fithen's video on this as well. And remember that I am on Instagram as NewsDude76. I have a Facebook page called Calvin Wazoo that you can find me there. And always remember to pray for the people inside your head, for they won't be there when you're dead.